Welcome everyone back to weekly weather updates, and this evening we'll have a look at the latest GFS, GEM, ECMWF, GFS ensembles. We'll have a look at some precipitation charts, and then we'll have a look at the live radar, as we do have some showers around this evening. Do remember, if you enjoy my videos, make sure you like and subscribe, and do remember to follow me on Twitter as well, link is in the description. So today we've had a very warm day, got up to around 26, 27, maybe even 28 degrees. I haven't looked at the official Met Office Twitter page yet, but I'm sure over the course of this evening they'll be posting the highest temperatures. But quite widely it was mid to high 20s, feeling very pleasant and hot. There was some rain and there was some thunderstorms in the southwest. Now, over the course of this afternoon, they have weakened quite significantly, and it's now just a band of patchy rain with some heavier bursts within it. But there were some isolated thunderstorms across the southwest and parts of southern Wales over the course of the morning and early afternoon. But they have fizzled out. And as I said yesterday, the models were sort of showing that there were thunderstorms around in the morning, but then slowly fizzling out as they moved eastwards into the higher pressure. So if we do run through this latest GFS, that low that has provided some of that rain today is going to move out into the Atlantic, and we're going to start to pull up some warmer air once again from the south. Now we're going to start to try and get more influence off the Atlantic of this low. However, the high is always going to try and block it out. So you can see that the isobars are trying to get in. I do suspect in western parts of sort of Ireland, Scotland, maybe even northwestern England and Wales could see some rain and at least some increased cloud, as we do have lower pressure trying to come in. But high pressure is always going to be in control in further eastwards and further southwards. So continually being warm and pleasant, perhaps not as quite warm as today, but still reaching low 20s. As we move towards day 10, you can see those Atlantic systems trying to push in, and eventually we do start to pull in some westerly winds, but really not covering the whole of the country, but maintaining, perhaps bringing some rain and some precipitation, but we are maintaining the warmer air over the top of the country. As we head towards the end of the run, high pressure is centred over the top of the country, bringing in quite warm air, and by 384 hours, high pressure is centred over the top. Very warm conditions, feeling very summer-like indeed. If we now have a look at the GEM, see how that compares to the GFS, you can see a very similar pattern over the next few days, and then the weather systems try and move in, but not really making too many inroads. High pressure stays in control, and as we head towards day 10, high pressure centres over the top of the country, pulling in a bit of an easterly wind, probably a little upward trough there, so perhaps some thunderstorms with that, but still feeling very warm with the feed coming in off the off the near continent with temperatures probably in the mid-20s. If we run through the ECMWF, you can see again pretty similar to the GM and GFS. Low pressure trying to push in, but then not really getting through. And as we head towards day 10, that high centre over the top of the UK, easterly sort of winds with quite a warm air mass. Nothing brutally warm, getting well above 30 degrees or anything, but probably temperatures at 850 HPA at least to give mid-20s, maybe even 26, 27 like we have seen today. So all three main models are showing a very similar pattern with high pressure blocking out the Atlantic, perhaps some precipitation further westwards, but generally quite warm, dry and mild. And if we have a look at the ensembles, unfortunately the 6Z run has corrupted on Weather Central. It's not showing up, and if I go to it, you just get an error. So we'll look at the 12Z, which hasn't fully come out, but the first sort of 12 days has, and you can see generally the 850 HPA temperatures are around or above average, or most of the ensemble members. Feeling very pleasant, very warm, 3, 4, 5 degrees above average. See, precipitation signal is pretty low. There is some precipitation probably this weekend, or at least Friday into Saturday, as we do have some cooler air coming in, a bit of a low moving in. But again, nothing too significant with that. Perhaps a few thunderstorms, and we'll have a look at that in a minute. If we have a look at the 2 meter temperature, you can see generally all the averages over the next sort of 12 days or so. It's going to be around 22, 23 degrees or so, feeling warm, perhaps some even getting up to high 20s, but again, we'll have to look at that near the time. On Friday, or Friday into Saturday, you see precipitation and cooler temperatures, and that really will be down to that rain moving in, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. But again, still getting up to around 20 degrees, just feeling a little bit cooler. We do have some precipitation around and more cloud. So if we have a look at the precipitation rates, we'll just go through the next few days. See that showery band sort of fizzling away this evening, heading sort of northwestwards. Again, a few thunderstorms possibly on Friday. That's where we're getting that precipitation signal in the southeast. But then beyond that, really high pressure building in. There are a few showers around during the day, but again, the GFS is probably overdoing those a little bit. If we have a look at the GM run, you can see again showers fizzling out this evening, heading northwestwards. And then through Friday, we do see some heavier rain moving into the southeast. We really have to keep an eye on that. And again, a few showers coming in. Again, nothing too significant, just maybe a few thunderstorms or heavier showers around. If we have a look at the icon run, again, showers fizzling out this evening. And then we have the heavy rain moving up from the southeast, potentially for some embedded thunderstorms within that, some very bright colours within that system. So that could be an area of thunderstorms, so we'll have to watch that through Friday afternoon. I'll see how that develops over the models in the next 24 hours, and probably tomorrow I'll have a look at this in more detail, maybe look at some CAPE, some convergence zones, and etc. Beyond that, again, no very few showers around, maybe some showers in the east and the north, before weather fronts try and push in, but as we saw with the main models, it doesn't make much of an inroad into the country. Finally, if we have a look at the latest temperature chart from the Weather Channel, you can see at the moment, you can see we've got the warmest temperatures are in sort of the northwest, Midlands, East Anglia, and still parts of London and the southeast. Still feeling around 20 or so degrees. Did get to around 26, 27, as I said earlier, during the day. But you can see it's much cooler in the southwest, parts of Wales, central southern England, simply because we've had that showery band move through, giving it a bit of relief. And with that rain, bringing the temperatures down slightly. You can see there really is a big contrast to the east or northeast coasts. Now, this will be down. This is down to the sea breeze coming in off the North Sea, really cooling it down by the coast. But as you head 10, 20, 30 miles inland, you can see temperatures really do start to pick up, and it's shown best sort of in the northeast of England, where we do have seen 20 degrees, 25 degrees on the sort of west coast, but on the east coast only 12, 13, 14 degrees for their highs. So yeah, not feeling too present there, but again, that's a setup we do tend to get this time of year when we have cool North Sea surface temperatures, warm air mass. We do sometimes get low cloud and that sort of sea breeze. So it's quite typical for this time of year. It's nothing too unusual, but it is unfortunate that we do have cooler temperatures in the northeast compared to most of the country. So if we have a look at the radar, latest radar, you can see how there are a few thunderstorms over northern France, and this is why I thought there was, some forecasts thought there was a potential for some thunderstorms in the southeast. But you can see there are a few heavy showers popping off in central southern England, perhaps becoming thunderstorms. But again, probably unlikely at this stage, but we'll really just have to see how it evolves. Again, it's a nowcast situation. But yeah, a few thunderstorms over the course of Belgium, northern France, and we've seen a heavier band of rain move northwards. There were thunderstorms within this heavier rain earlier, but they now have sort of dissipated away and it's just become an area of rain. There is fragmented showers moving northeastwards, and they will start to dissipate through this evening, so we have to really watch that. So if we run through all the way back, we'll just watch it move through. You can see there are a few heavier pulses on the northern edge, but you can see it's moving northwards, and is fizzling out along with that. But there are a few showers building on its southern flank and just to the south. These few showers in sort of south west of London could pick up a little bit, but I don't really suspect anything too much of that. Again, the yellow warning risk that we did see in the southwest probably was warranted in the end. There were some heavy showers, thunderstorms within that. There was some decent CAPE and some convergence zones around, but again, it hasn't really amounted to too much other than just a bit of rain. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you again for another video soon.